support the fish farming. What we're trying to put here for Saudi Arabia, it's the corporate social responsibility of the Saudi government toward the people. Yes, there could be other means, but it's an umbrella, it's a social umbrella to enhance the standard of living, lower the poverties, and basically keeping the rural area. When you said about Jeddah, Jeddah should have about 1 million cubic meters of water which is being processed. That processed water could be used for other purposes, which is what we call it is urban agriculture. And that could be used because in Jeddah still we have a lot of poverties. And we can, surrounding Jeddah and surrounding those big cities, we can improve the life of the urban peoples in Jeddah.
Thank you, Mr. Turki. Furthermore, some of the agricultural investors, frankly, abroad are investors from Jeddah. They are prominent companies and individuals from Jeddah. Number 2.
My name is Adil Bushnak. I am a believer that Saudi Arabia should follow the example of Japan, making the sea as one of the sources for the food. My question to Mr. Kase-san, what is the percentage of food Japan gets from the sea, regardless which sea around the world? And the other question, how frequent the Japanese government, or who is responsible in Japan to set the food strategy, if you like, national security strategy, since you are relying mostly on outside sources?
In Japan, food security is led by the agricultural department, and as you said, we had surrounded by sea, but even though some of the species of the fish is getting to be short or limited. So that's why we are thinking like tuna, to making the tuna for the farming, by farming. So those things, shrimp also, same thing. So any areas around the world, Australia, Mexico, Middle East, Africa, North Sea, we are doing raising the many products of the seafood. But here in Jeddah, that Al-Release, as I said, it would be one of the biggest prawn farm, not only prawn, for the fish. They are already researching and studying to be a biggest one alongside the Red Sea. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Tanaka. Number 4, then number 3, and let's try to keep it short. Then number 2.
Thank you, panel. My name is Evan Paki. I'm the ambassador to the United States, Canada, and Mexico from the South Pacific island country of Papua New Guinea. Papua New Guinea, by the way, is the largest of the 12 Pacific island nations, so it's an honor to be here at the invitation of the Gulf Research Center. My question is directed to Kase-san, president of Sotis Group. First of all, let me mention, agriculture accounts for about 13% of the GDP of my country. And that's been a significant drop from 1981 as other sectors have gained prominence. For instance, the energy and oil sector, which some of you have mentioned to me in the last few days. We are developing right now an $18 billion gas pipeline project. And so agriculture still has huge potential based on studies that have been done by the World Bank and FAO. Mr. Kase, as you know, Japan is Papua New Guinea's second largest trading partner, and even your company has a country knowledge going back about 30 years and knowledge of Papua New Guinea and the region. And what, in your view, Mr. Kase, are the prospects or your assessment in terms of Japanese partnership with GCC nations in terms of exploring agricultural opportunities, especially food production in the Pacific region. I know the focus has been on this region and Africa to some extent in Asia, but in the Pacific region, what in your view, in given your country knowledge, your knowledge of the region, are there opportunities there that companies, your Soldiers Group, along with other Japanese companies, in partnership with GGG partners, can explore within our region? Thank you.
Yeah, I think your country is the most ideal country. It's that if your government guarantees farming land to use long years, 90 years, 100 years guaranteed. In that sense, we will have a much interesting to go your countries with GCC countries partners, because your country has very few populations. So if we produce some crop in your country, your production for that crop is limited. So we can export that crop to the Middle East, Japan, and also growing needs for Asia. So very good advantage for your countries. And some of the questionnaire says beforehand for the land purchase is very, very difficult. That's why we need developing country or like Papua New Guinea and Japan and the GCC has more trust each other, and keeping peace is much more than important before food security, and we need the national security also. So we have a much interesting in your farming land. What crop we are going to produce is next stage that we have to do. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Number 3, then number 2.
Assalamu alaikum.
Let's keep it short, please.
We've heard today about the new green revolution, but we've also been talking about aquaculture as an industry that's being developed. We know that Saudi Arabia has vast lands from the Red Sea and the Arabian Gulf. My question is about water resources that are being used to, or investments that are being put into agriculture. And we've heard that 87% of water is being put into agriculture. Dr. Kasai, you've talked about NPC, the National Prawn Company, and about sustainability within that organization, where they've been able to come in and cater for a new breed of aquaculture, which is desert coastal aquaculture, where salt water is being used. They're also in research on how to build mangroves and new plants. Shouldn't the government of Saudi Arabia really be investing more in the areas of aquaculture and less in the areas of agriculture abroad? Thank you.
I think with NPC, I respect their strategy and developing year by year. Already 18 years passed, and to make another 10 years project they are going to do. And they are using Red Sea water for the raising of the prawns. And if they are very successful here, they are going to do those ideas or those projects in African countries too. So in our role is to give them on the first stage, we will give them the technologies of how to raise shrimp, and also the more safety foods and more high quality of the prawns there. And also another role is the marketing, because Japan is the most severe country to to check the quality of the seafood. So then now the time to not only for Japan, we are developing those seafood to worldwide. Thank you.
Thank you. Number 2, then the last question at number 3, then we'll have to wrap it up. John, please.
Thank you, Hamad. It's a great session. We didn't go to school together, but I have great respect for you. But my question is for Turki Rashid. It has to do with the following. Do you think that we are making the same mistake We are not choosing to go to Egypt and Sudan, but we're choosing to go to other sub-Saharan African countries which have similar problems to that of Sudan. I don't have to explain, but if you'd like me to elaborate, I can say that Ethiopia is not necessarily the best choice. This is one. Two, we're going from producing wheat to producing alfalfa. So we're fixing or trying to address the issue of producing less wheat, but we're producing alfalfa, which requires, as you know, much more water. How do we solve it? Thank you.
What do you mean by